Coming up next, it's top-ranked St. Anselm playing host to the Ravens of Franklin Pierce University. Coverage of the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal here at Northeast10.tv. Good evening, everyone. It's going to be a Granite State showdown tonight at Stoutenburg Gymnasium at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal here at Northeast10.tv, a PAC Network production. Courtside at Stoutenburg Gymnasium, my name is Ben Ulcher. My partner Nick Anastos will join me in just a little bit. A terrific game here tonight in the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal between the top-ranked Hawks of St. Anselm College and the fourth-seeded Ravens of Franklin Pierce University. Now, both of these teams got here via coins in the quarterfinals, and both of these teams garnering respect in the national polls. The Hawks right now ranked number 9 in the country, staying put after last week where they were at number 9 as well. Meanwhile, the Ravens of Franklin Pierce in the receiving votes category for the second straight week. As we look at this matchup a little bit closer, Franklin Pierce advanced to this semifinal with a close 85-80 win at home over 5th-ranked Southern Connecticut State University. The Ravens won the game despite getting 15 fewer field goal attempts, but they hit from 51% from the field to score a victory over the Owls. Meanwhile, St. Anselm picked up what was perhaps the most lopsided win of the Northeast 10 quarterfinal round, beating the University of Massachusetts Lowell 98-85 here at Stoutenburg Gymnasium. The Hawks were led by their big three of Chris Santo, Mike McCahey, and Roy Mabry. They combined for 82 of the team's 98 points in the victory. Each team has been paced by a couple of hot shooting guards. Let's take a closer look now at Franklin Pierce's Eric Jean-Guillaume. The Ravens sport the two-time Northeast 10 Player of the Year. His game is as pretty as the name rolls off the tongue, and Guillaume coming off of a career-high 29 points in a close loss at St. Anselm earlier this year, and Guillaume is going to look to get his team a moment of revenge here tonight. On the other side, for St. Anselm, the Hawks' leading scorer is Roy Mabry. He's been the leading man for the top-scoring outfit in the Northeast 10 all season long. Mabry, at the forefront, has averaged just over 11 points per game over the final 7 games of the regular season, but he burst out in a big way in the quarterfinal win over UMass Lowell. He scored 26 points, 21 of those coming in the first half. Terrific shooting game for Mabry, and perhaps gets a little bit overlooked for all of his offensive accolades. He's just as sound a player on the defensive end of the floor. We will take a quick timeout and come back with a closer look at Franklin Pierce and St. Anselm Northeast 10 men's semifinal coming up next here at Northeast10.tv. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back courtside here at Stoutenburg Gymnasium at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. Coverage of the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal, PAC Network production on Northeast10.tv. Starting lineup for the Ravens of Franklin Pierce University: Curtis Christian, Eric Jean-Guillaume, the guards; Ryan Vilmont, Ellis Cooper, the forwards; in the center, Adrianos Perdikaris. The head coach of the Ravens in his 14th season is David Chadbourne, rapidly approaching career win number 200 with the Ravens. Franklin Pierce advancing to the semifinals via an 85-80 win over Southern Connecticut State on Sunday afternoon. Now the starting lineup for the Hawks of St. Anselm College: Dino Malios and James Morse, Roy Mabry, the three guards; Mike McCahey and Dominic Borelli, the two forwards. It has been the same starting five for St. Anselm all year long. Keith Dixon is the head coach of the Hawks, 23-4 overall, number 9 in the country. Coach Dixon in his 27th season, 511 wins and 282 losses, picked up win number 500 earlier this year. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Alter, alongside my partner Nick Anastos, for this Northeast 10 men's semifinal matchup, a PAC Network production here at Northeast10.tv. Officials for tonight's game: Larry Lass, James Slattery, and Kyle Walter. Nick, as we look at this matchup, these were quickly established themselves as two of the premier teams in the Northeast 10 all year long, and no surprise to see them meeting here in the semifinals tonight.
In my opinion, my humble opinion, the two best teams left standing in this conference tournament. This is a dream come true for these two teams to collide in the semifinal. 1-1, of course, the season series, each team defending their home floor. The key will be to take care of the basketball. Who has the least amount of turnovers in the second half should have the lead.
Two teams meeting at center court. Mike McCahey, the Northeast 10 Rookie of the Year, to tip it off against Perdikaris, the junior from Athens, Greece, for Franklin Pierce. Packed crowd here for the semifinals tonight as the Hawks win the tip. Dino Malios controls. Quickly up to Mabry on the right wing. He'll be guarded by Ryan Vilmont of Franklin Pierce. Morse with the dribble around the arc, picked up by Vilmont to switch. Borelli sets the screen. Morse gives to Borelli in the block. Going to work on Vilmont, gets in the lane, spins to his left, puts it up, too strong off the window, and the rebound secured by Perdikaris. First possession here for Franklin Pierce. They get it quickly to Vilmont on the left wing. He's been quiet in 2 games against the Hawks this year, just 13 points and 12 rebounds. Now Guillaume working against Mabry to the right side. Back up top for Cooper, off the Perdikaris screen, backing down McCahey, looking to get in the lane, drop pass over the head of Perdikaris, and out of bounds it goes. So first possession for Franklin Pierce, and just like you talked about, Nick, they turn the basketball over.
Good switching. We'll see the Hawks try to switch on everything in the perimeter. Communication is big with them defensively. And that time they forced the awkward look.
Here's Malios to the right side, bounced off of Franklin Pierce's foot, came back for McCahey though. Borelli left side looking for cutters. Comes straight away. Mabry, top of the arc three, is short. Rebounded inside by Cooper. Couple good looks early for St. A's. Neither team has yet to score though. Guillaume dumps it inside. Perdikaris stumbled down. That's a travel. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Ravens. St. Anselm, one of the best teams in terms of forcing turnovers. They finished second in the Northeast 10 in that category this year.
Yeah, again, it's all about team defense, communicating, movement on the weak side, filling in the lanes. They're active in the passing lanes as well to come up with steals. Very aggressive team defensively.
Malios swings to Morse in the left corner, drives inside, kick out McCahey. Back to Malios. He'll drive the left side of the lane. Dump it down Borelli. Goes up strong and lays it in with the left hand for 2. The big junior from Maine puts the Hawks on the scoreboard. St. A's up 2-0. A little bit more than 90 seconds into the first half. Left side drive for Curtis Christian. Pulled back for Perdikaris. Over to Guillaume, right wing. Picked up by Morse. Guillaume lost the handle, spins back inside. Pass blocked by Borelli and stolen by Morse. 3 turnovers in the first 3 possessions for the Ravens. Morse tripped up, able to keep the dribble. The foul will be on Christian, his first and the first team foul against Franklin Pierce.
Ravens speaking to one another back on the defensive end, trying to figure out why they're out of sync over the first 2 minutes. That's always important, to communicate with one another, try to figure out the problem, isolate the mistake, and then build and move forward.
Mabry off the catch, wanted the shot, wasn't there. Malios to the near corner. It's a long 2 from Morse, and it's good. I'm going to give him a 3 for it. Thought his foot might have been on the line, and they credited a 3 right now for Morse. 5-0 lead out of the gate for St. A's.
Well, Franklin Pierce has to close out on the perimeter. because St. A's, given room, will shoot from anywhere inside the half court.
Best three-point shooting team in the Northeast 10 this year. Vilmont can't answer with a three of his own. McCahey, nice seal out for the rebound. Malios pushes up the right side, picked up by Guillaume. Off the McCahey slip screen, Malios to Morse left wing. Working against Christian, he'll try a straightaway three. In and out, rebound for Cooper. He's been busy on the boards early. Cooper with a dribble, hands off to Perdicaris. Couple left-hand dribbles, Guillaume wants the basketball. He'll take a long three from the wing, miss it short. Rebound off the hands of Christian, save, Malios the steal, pushes it up ahead. Hawks in transition, 2-on-2. Malios down the left side of the lane, lays it up, and no good. Borelli the offensive board, put back no good. Cooper skies over everyone to take it away. Now the Ravens have numbers. Christian for Cooper, lays it up and in with the right hand.
There's one way to break the ice, right at the rim in transition. St. A's looking to push off the steal, and Franklin Pierce comes up with a fast break answer.
Deep three from McCahey, back rim. Morse tips the rebound out. Mabry saves it on the end line. McCahey from Malios. Mabry wanted it back. Malios off the Borelli screen to the left side. Borelli calling for it in the block against Guillaume. Cross-court pass caught by McCahey to Morse in the corner. He'll try another three. That one rattles home. 2 threes for Morse out of the gate. The senior from Arundel, Maine has 6. And the Hawks lead is 6.
And as we know, that's his spot. Loves the corner, far side, near side when catching, and in rhythm, he'll pull the trigger every time.
Guillaume tied up on the drive. Jump ball keeps it with Franklin Pierce. Shot clock stays at 24 seconds. Christian inbound on the baseline. Guillaume in the corner, takes a quick three, and rattles out. Rebound from Malios. Waits for everybody to clear out. 4 minutes gone. Hawks lead at 8-2. Mabry, the quick catch and drive on the baseline. Kicks it back outside. McCahey tries a three. Short. Rebound for Christian. Slapped out of bounds. And they're going to get Mabry with a reach-in foul. First on the sophomore. First team foul against St. A's.
Correct call there. Mabry took a little bit of a gamble. We've seen St. A's with active hands on the defensive end, not only tonight, but all season long. They'll look to take that gamble if it can mean a turnover.
Cooper on the right side for Vilmont up top. A lot of turnovers here early in the first half for Franklin Pierce. Perdicaris fakes the shot, and Borelli got caught up in the air. First foul on Borelli, second team foul, and Dom knew it as soon as he landed.
Yeah, tough for the big man to pick one up outside the paint. He's undersized. He's charged with a tough defensive assignment tonight against a bigger front line for the Ravens. To pick one out that was needless outside of the paint is tough to swallow.
Perdicaris turns it over underneath, wanted a foul call. Forced to the right side against Christian. Trying to use the Borelli screen, comes back up top. Malios swings to Mabry. Stutters by Vilmont, gets in the lane, flips it up, off with the left hand, but he draws contact. And Roy Mabry will go to the line for 2. Aggressive on the drive there, and Perdicaris picks up the foul.
Well, that's what we saw on Sunday in the quarterfinal round from Roy. So in that first half, he torched Lowell for 21 points before halftime, and it was because when he caught the basketball and had some space to operate, he was looking to make contact, go to the rim, go to the free throw line, and see if he can maximize those one-on-one opportunities. This time, with space, catches on the wing and makes it happen.
And aggressiveness paid off in the first half. 21 points for Mabry, 21 of his 26 in that first half. Just a 1 of 2 trimming the line, though. Hawks lead at 9-2. They have Chris Santo in the game. He had a game and a career-high 29 as Curtis Christian lays it in for the Ravens against UMass Lowell on Sunday. Ant Lessane also checked in at that last whistle for Franklin Pierce. Malios to Santo right side. He'll be guarded by Lessane. Malios picked up his dribble, able to keep the pivot foot down into the mid-block. McCahey turns, gives back to Morse. Off the screen, Morse down, kick to the corner for Malios, running baseline. Bounce pass back outside McCahey. Malios in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Mabry looking to drive again, kicks it back out. Malios drives baseline, feeds into the corner. Morse with 4 on the shot clock to McCahey. To Malios, has to take the 3 and rattles it out. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Santo, they say. So it'll go back to Franklin Pierce. St. Anselm, terrific ball movement on the possession. They use every last second of the shot clock. And Malios had that 3 just barely rim out.
Well, good defense by Franklin Pierce. Nowhere to go penetration-wise with the basketball. Ultimately resulted in the shot occurring just before the shot clock expired. Good defensive movement by the Ravens.
Vilmont with the basketball right now. Franklin Pierce trying to whittle away at the early St. A's lead. Cooper backing down Santo. Kick out pass to the corner. Vilmont open for three. Good. The sophomore from Philly knocks down the triple, and the Ravens bring it back to a one-possession ball game, 9-7. 14 minutes to play in the first half. Malios, a step-back three. Good for the junior. Malios, usually the man engineering the offense via the assist. This time he knocks down the shot and puts the Hawks back up 5.
We've seen him do that when given room, and when his confidence is high, he's a good enough shooter to make you pay.
Cooper, kick out pass. Christian Vilmont, same spot. Different result. That one rimmed out. Morse the rebound, jogs it back up the court for St. A's. Gives it over to Malios. Santo calling for it inside, tied up by Lessane. Santo gets it now. Goes to work on Lessane. Santo spinning in the middle, rolls it back out to Dino. Finds Mabry underneath, goes up through the traffic, and is fouled. This is going to be on Christian with a body bump. That'll be the second foul on Christian, third team foul against the Ravens.
Beautiful bounce pass by Malios to find Mabry weak side on the back door. He has that kind of vision. He didn't lead the NCAA in assists per game for no reason. He knows where all 4 of his teammates are at all times, and the timing there was perfect to put his teammate Roy back on the line.
Malios averaging just over 7 assists per game this year. Mabry unable to make the first free throw. Christian has to check out with 2 first-half fouls. He's replaced by Andre Blackwood, a junior from Patterson, New Jersey. John Nielsen also in the game for St. A's as Mabry uncharacteristically misses both free throws. 1 for 4 start at the line for Mabry, who has been up between 85-90% the entire season.
It's cooled off, though, in the last few weeks at the line.
Blackwood with the basketball near midcourt here for the Ravens. Left side, Guillaume guarded by Nielsen. Guillaume trying to turn the corner. Layup floater is good for 2. Guillaume, such terrific elevation, popped right up over the top of Nielsen and got the right-handed floater to hit.
That's the first time we've seen him create his own shot off the dribble. He settled for the outside look up until that possession when he decides to get into the lane with the basketball.
Santo attacking, lost the basketball. Guillaume with the steal. On the break, goes at Malios, lays it up and in for 2. Terrific body control by the senior. 2-time conference player of the year. Franklin Pierce back within a point, 12-11, 12:30 first half.
And Coach Dixon was hoping to limit mistakes that resulted in Raven buckets. That time the steal and then the layup.
Nielsen on the right wing gives back to Malios. McCahey pops out for a left side 3. That's good. The Northeast 10 Rookie of the Year makes himself heard with a 3-pointer. Hawks back up 4, 15-11. 8 minutes gone in the first half.
Well, again, the Ravens need to close out the perimeter quicker. I know it's a tough task. Hawk shooters don't need a lot of time or space, but you got to get there.
Fadeaway jumper by Lessane, no good. Rebounded by Santo. He'll leave it off there for Malios, looking to push the tempo here. Malios head up all the way, couple inside-out dribbles. Finds Nielsen left side, quick trigger 3 from the junior, no good. Rebound, Cooper over everybody to take it down. Cooper, the one-man break, behind the back dribble, gets into the lane and lays it in with the right hand. Everybody lost Cooper in transition there, and he made the Hawks pay. Back to a 2-point ball game.
Coach Dixon upset, screaming, "What are you doing?"
Malios' 2-pointer is good.
Well, that's one way to appease the coach, get a quick bucket back, but you got to commit to the basketball when the Ravens are in transition. We've seen it a few times already, Ben. Fast break points, whether they've had numbers or not, looking to bring the ball to the cup. And unless somebody commits, somebody stops the basketball, they're going to take it right to the rim. And that's what we've seen so far offensively for Franklin Pierce. They haven't killed the Hawks in the half-court set. They've been a little cold from the outside, but when they've had space, they've looked to take it to the rim. They've been able to capitalize. That backside defense for St. A's needs to slide over.
32nd timeout taken here by the Ravens after that last bucket by Malios. Dino, not a huge part of the scoring factor this year for St. A's, just over 9 points per game, but 5 here in the first half alongside James Morse. And the 2 combo guards, or Dino more of a true point guard, I guess you would say, for St. Anselm, getting the job done scoring-wise early on for the Hawks.
Yeah, they've been looking to make them pay if they don't close out. And St. A's comfortable, as you said, shooting the 3-point basketball, leading the conference in percentage. And Franklin Pierce, That's where it's going to be won or lost. Can they close out in time to at least make the shooters uncomfortable?
Chris Santo with a steal. Crosses over into the lane, stripped by Cooper. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks after the steal by Santo. Out of the timeout, Georgios Papapetrou into the game. Junior from Athens, Greece for Franklin Pierce. Hawks also get Victor Joshua in at the point, freshman from Connecticut. Joshua with the dribble here in the corner, gives it straight away. Three-pointer is short, and Cooper yet another rebound. He's been busy early on the Windex. Guillaume with a couple stutter step dribbles, hands it off for Blackwood. Make that Lessane a three-pointer, and it's good.
A little dose of your own medicine from the Ravens. Plenty of space there on the three-point look. Franklin Pierce cashes in their first from downtown.
Got it back to a one-point ball game. Santo back outside for Mike McKahey. Comes around Victor Joshua. Back to Mabry, looking to drive with the left hand. Gets to the baseline, double team there. McKahey pops out, fakes the three, takes the elbow jumper instead, and hits. Good patient offense that time from the freshman. And the Hawks stay in front by an arm's length, 19-16.
Yeah, great footwork off the catch. Just an automatic fake. He's got a senior's game in a freshman's body.
Lessane wants another three from the right side this time and gets it to go. Back-to-back threes by the senior from Brooklyn. And we're all tied 19-19 midway through the first half. Santos, stutter step dribble, crashes into the lane, drops it down for McKay. He steps inside the defender and lays it in for two.
There again, Benny shows the patience on the catch, allows the defender to fly by, and then finds himself an uncontested layup. 7
points for the Northeast 10 Rookie of the Year, all coming within the last few minutes. Drive by Cooper, foul coming, and it's a block against Mabry. So that's 2 fouls now on St. Anselm's leading scorer. 3 team fouls in the first half, and Mabry might have to get an early break here.
9:47 to go. That's a lot of time to gamble with, and we're seeing James Morris over here at the scorer's table about to check in. I like it. Give him a little bit of a blow. He's only had 1 point so far, so he's not, up until this point, been a crucial part of the offense. Let him score, let him rest, and they're deep enough, I think, to put other guys in and not worry about it. Morris is going to come in, versatile player on the wing, can handle the ball a little bit in the backcourt, more than a capable substitute for Roy Mabry, their leading scorer.
So the sophomore heads to the sideline, a little frustrated, picking up the 2 first-half fouls. Cooper goes 1 for 2 at the line, then he'll head to the bench, replaced by Perdicaros. So both of Franklin Pierce's leading scorers off the floor right now as well. Guillaume and Cooper on the bench. Get a look at some of the reserves for both sides here. Santo on the left side. He's had some big nights down the stretch for St. A's, but he's been quiet here. Nielsen comes open underneath for 2.
Nice feed by Joshua. And that's a tough angle, Ben, from the corner. And he finds him weak side. Beautiful pass by the freshman.
Terrific cut as well by Nielsen. Drive by Blackwood, stripped by Morris. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Ravens. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Hawks up by 3. Inbound for Papapetrou. Lobs it deep, caught by Blackwood. Goes to the right side for Papapetrou, guarded by Joshua. Takes the right side lane, tries to pull up. Joshua knocked it loose and comes up with a steal. Freshman for St. A's, pushing the tempo, gets in the lane, kicks to the corner, and Nielsen, a 3! Off the mark. Rebound for Papapetrou. That would have been a big ignition spark for St. Anselm there. Lob inside. Perdicaros has a mismatch against Nielsen. Tried to draw the foul. No call. And Perdicaros lays it in easily.
What happened?
Get a warning, I believe, called.
Couldn't quite make it out.
Now Larry Last signaling something over to the table here after the made bucket by Perdicaros. 23-22 the Hawk lead. Morse to the baseline. Finds Santo going to the basket. He lays it up and in for 2. Went up and around Lessane in midair. Terrific body control that time by Santo.
I was impressed with the cut. A lot of players would have flashed high. Instead, Santo makes eye contact, goes back door, and Morris with a nice pass.
Lessane, tough layup with the left hand is off. McKahey knocks the rebound out of bounds. Guillaume set to return. He replaces Papapetrou, so a quick break for Guillaume. And the Franklin Pierce star comes back into the ballgame. Blackwood with the inbound on the baseline. Lobs it deep, cut by Guillaume. Fresh shot clock for the Ravens. Guillaume, the drive, pulls up the dribble. McKay stays with him. Perdicaris wants to hand it back. Guillaume goes against the grain. Joshua gets a hand on it, nearly knocks it away. Guillaume trapped in the corner, gets it back to Vilmont. Works around Santo, gets inside, tries to lay it up over Nielsen. Shot no good. Rebound McKay. Nielsen pushes it up the floor for St. A's. Finds Joshua on the wing. Joshua to the baseline, lays it up and off. Tipped in by Santo, though. Nobody sealed out the sophomore, crashing the offensive glass. That draws a big round of applause from the St. Anselm supporters. Second bucket for Santo. And the Hawks go back up by 5, 27-22, timeout taken by Franklin Pierce.
Well, St. A's the more aggressive team right now offensively. Nice baseline take there by the freshman Vic Joshua, as he got the step on Guillaume. And you're right, nobody bothered to box out Santo. All three heads turn up at the rim for Franklin Pierce. And here comes the 6'6" big man crashing down the lane. And he has been nice around the basket. Left hand, right hand, off the glass, put back, tip in. He's been active and he's been making a living underneath the rim all season long off the bench for St. A's.
Two strong performances against the Ravens this year. Santo 31 points and 15 rebounds in the two games against Franklin Pierce this season. Reminder, fans, be sure to get your official 2013 Northeast 10 men's basketball gear by logging on to the conference's official web store at northeast10store.com. Pick up all your official Northeast 10 basketball shirts, sweatshirts. They've got everything to outfit the whole family. So log on today. Out of the timeout, no changes for St. Anselm. Franklin Pierce will get Cooper back in the ball game as they get a couple of their regulars back out on the floor here. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Hawks leading 27-22. They've led most of the way here in the first. Guillaume trying to back down Malios, kicks it outside. Lessane tries another three and knocks another one down. First half three-pointers for Ant Lessane. 9 points for the senior to lead all scores. And the Ravens back within a bucket.
He's locked and loaded. You can see it in his eye. The senior looking to fire.
Joshua, free throw line jumper is good for 2. Lessane a little bit late to challenge there, and Joshua made him pay.
Yeah, I like this combo here. Both of Keith Dixon's point guards on the floor at the same time. Malios the starter, Joshua the backup. Gives him a little different dynamic in the backcourt.
Blackwood misses the runner in the lane. Morse the rebound. Malios looks to push. Malios gets to the free throw line. Finds an open man in the corner. It's Morse for 3. Got it. Three-pointer for Morse. His third of the first half. Answering Lessane, and the Hawks go back up by 7.
Again, Dino running the fast break, orchestrating the transition game, knew where the trailer was. Morris knew where he was going to go, and that was the corner.
Vilmont short on the bunny inside, and a foul as the shot was blocked by McKay. This is going to be on Morse. First foul on the senior for St. Anselm, 4th team foul. You see Malios inside, and Morse wide open for the corner 3.
Yeah, Morse was trailing him, calling for the basketball the whole way down the floor. And Malios, after checking his other options, said, hey, why not hit the senior in the corner where he's already hit 2 shots so far? And Morse, you can see how of an intense competitor he is based on his body language, his facial expressions. He's a guy that's all business on the floor, and he's found a rhythm offensively from beyond the arc in this first half.
So early on, we talked about a lot of the high-scoring leaders, but it's two, unheralded role seniors getting it done for both teams early on. Santo, a nice spin move inside, doesn't get the hometown bounce though. Guillaume back the other way for Franklin Pierce. Left-hand dribble, pulls it to the wing. Lessane thought about the 3, goes to Vilmont in the corner. He'll hit the triple. 8 points for Ryan Vilmont, nearly matching his total from the first 2 games this season against St. A's. Vilmont has come to play, and Franklin Pierce answers back with a little 5-0 run. Malios spins into the corner. Joshua on the baseline, a behind-the-back dribble. Kick out for Morse to McKay in the corner. Fakes the 3, drives baseline. Pass through the hands of Santo. Guillaume with another steal. Driving at Malios. Shot blocked, out of bounds, and it went off Guillaume. Terrific defense by Malios. Gave Guillaume just enough rope to hang himself with there.
Quick hands. Quick hands for Dino. He's an underrated defender because just when you think you have him beat, there's that right hand, there's that left hand sticking in to knock away the basketball.
Malios misses a deep 3, rebounded by Cooper. It's a terrific battle at the point guard spot. Top two steal leaders in the Northeast 10. Guillaume number 1, Malios number 2. Vilmont down the right side, had the ball stripped out of bounds off his foot.
Dino again, getting that right hand in there to knock it off the knee.
That's another turnover for Franklin Pierce as Mabry comes back in for St. Anselm, replacing Victor Joshua. So the freshman heads to the bench with a couple points and assists and some quality minutes overall for Keith Dixon.
Yep, and now the gamble is with Roy on the floor, can he avoid that third before the foul, the halftime break?
Drives baseline, picks up the dribble, has to float it back out to Malios between the rings. Left side, Mabry wants it again. A driving kick, Malios to the corner. Morris thought about the three, back up top, Mabry. No lanes that time given up by Franklin Pierce. Mabry, a stutter step, gets inside, puts it off the glass, no good. And a rebound for Vilmont. Good defense that time by Cooper. Vilmont has an open look at a three, takes it and makes it. 11 first half points for the sophomore from Philly. Keith Dixon not at all happy with the defense against Vilmont as Franklin Pierce has taken its first lead of the game. 33-32 with just under 5 minutes to play in the half.
Well, on that one, I can understand why Coach Dixon is so upset. Vilmont catches the ball with plenty of space. He had just made you pay a few trips ago, and he pulls the trigger here to ignite now an 8-0 run by Pierce to give them their first lead. The three-point shot was not falling early for the Ravens. About midway through this first half, something clicked, and now we've seen a total of 5 threes between Vilmont and Lessane, who has 3 of his own, the junior from Brooklyn. So the outside shot hurt the Ravens early. Over the last few minutes, it sparked this run.
Vilmont 39% from behind the arc this year for the Ravens. As a team, they were 13th in the 16-team Northeast 10 in three-point shooting, but it's been effective for them here early on. McKahey cutting to the basket, shot blocked, loose ball on the floor, picked up by Lessane. A good cut by McKahey, but he wasn't able to get the layup to go there. Good, terrific defense on the backside by the Ravens. Guillaume drives by McKahey inside, lost the ball, picks it up, lays it up, no good. Ball tipped around and into the hands of Vilmont. Second and third chance opportunities here for the Ravens. Lessane turns to face, shoots the jumper over McKahey, no good. Cooper the rebound, saves it into Lessane. Back outside Guillaume. Inside Cooper, goes at Santo. Layup no good, but a foul. Reaching going to be called here, and Cooper will go back to the free throw line. Foul is on Santo, his first 15th foul against the Hawks. As a couple terrific offensive rebounds that time by Franklin Pierce, leading to second and third chance opportunities for the Ravens.
Yeah, for the most part, the Hawks doing a nice job on the defensive glass, but over the last few trips, Cooper has been able to exercise his will and provide second chance opportunities. That forces Coach Dixon to bring back his big man, junior Dominic Borelli, try and finish out with some strong play under the glass over the final 4:09.
Cooper makes the second free throw, 2 of 4 at the line is the junior. 9-0 run right now for Franklin Pierce. They lead at 34-32 with 4 minutes to play in the first. Mabry to Malios, swings to the corner. Morse back to Malios. Uses the Mabry screen. Malios matched up with Vilmont now. Back to Mabry off the Borelli screen. Tries a three. No good. Rebound for Vilmont. And Guillaume looks to push. Stops at the arc. Stutter step drive. Gets inside. Lays it up. No good. Cooper, an offensive rebound stripped away by Malios. Gets triple teamed by the Ravens. Trying to tie him up. Floats it back. McKahey makes a catch. Gets it ahead to Mabry. Fired it up ahead. Guillaume, the tip and the steal. Drives at Malios. Spins. Stripped, but a foul. And Guillaume will go to the line for 2. Mabry tried to push in transition, and Guillaume burned him with his third steal of the half.
Yeah, Guillaume laying in the weeds right at center court. Not sure if Roy saw him or not, but terrific job. And then takes advantage of a one-on-one matchup with no weak side help. Dino again tried to gamble there and slap it away, but Guillaume draws the call. And Guillaume's played pretty well. Missed his first, I think, 3 shots from the floor, but been more aggressive as the half has gone on, has been able to get to the free throw line. Northeast 10 Player of the Year. Trying to close things out here with his team on top on the road.
Guillaume sinks 1 of 2, 5 first half points for the senior from Stamford, Connecticut. Ravens up 35-32 on a 10-0 run right now. Malios with the dribble, goes to Borelli left side, takes the jumper, is going to be too strong. Rebound secured that time by Blackwood. Franklin Pierce done a terrific job on the defensive glass here in the first half. Just one offensive rebound, I think, for St. A's. Perdicar spins around Borelli, and a foul called. Borelli a good contest on the shot, but he got a piece on the arm. That'll be number 2 on Borelli. 17 foul. Ravens now in the bonus as Perdicaris goes to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Franklin Pierce right now is winning individual battles on the offensive end. We saw it a moment ago in transition with Guillaume. This time they go inside of the big fella. Superb footwork there on the spin move. Somebody is going to have to step up and make a play on either end here for St. A's over the final 3 minutes to try and stop this run before it balloons any bigger.
Santo checks back in to replace Borelli. 2 first half fouls for both Borelli and Mabry, and St. Anselm in foul trouble in the first half. Not really used to seeing it. They're one of the best teams in terms of fewest fouls per game. Top 10 in the country. Ravens with a 12-0 run right now. Hawks led it 32-25. It's been all Franklin Pierce ever since. McKay working on Guillaume, banks one in for 2. That snaps the spring. And McKay now with 9 first half points to lead St. A's.
Nice job by the freshman. Knew to attack and that he had the size mismatch in the post.
Blackwood, baseline jumper, it's good for 2. First bucket for Blackwood. And Franklin Pierce answers right back to take the 5-point lead once again. Malios uses the McKay screen, gives it to Mabry, working on Vilmont. Now Santo wants to take Perdicaris one-on-one. Drives, a foul called, and going to be a blocking foul. That's number 2 on Perdicaris, and the 14th foul against the Ravens.
Quick break for Cooper. Going to come back in. You know, you don't lose anything with the big fella going down because Cooper has been outstanding on both ends, rebounding the basketball.
Morris, a tough catch in the corner off the inbound. Malios on the wing, goes inside McKay, turns to face on Cooper. McKay back to the basket, fakes the shot, throws it off Mabry, who's able to secure the basketball. Mabry looking to drive baseline, crossover dribble, spins to the right-hand floater, short, rebounded by Cooper. A lot of work inside that time by Mabry. He actually got a pretty good look at it, but wasn't able to finish.
Yeah, that second spin, he got the look he wanted.
Vilmont faked the 3 and then traveled on the drive. Turnover by Franklin Pierce. Mabry has been ice cold in this first half. Just under 2 minutes to go. Hawks with the basketball, trailing by 5. McKay in the mid-block, backing down Vilmont, spins and draws a hand check foul. That'll be just the first on Vilmont, 15 foul. 11 first half points for the sophomore. Malios the inbound. Bounce pass for McKay, guarded by Cooper. He'll hand back to the junior point guard Malios. Santos straight away, drives at Lessane, spins back to the left, floats it up, no good with the right hand. Loose ball comes to the near side, Guillaume has it, wants to push. Guillaume to the right hand dribble, stripped loose by Morse, kicked forward by Morse, saving, no, not able to save it on the sideline. And the ball will go back over to Franklin Pierce.
Little helter-skelter. Both coaches trying to settle these teams down. Terrific effort on the hustle, though, by Morris, the senior. Nearly came up with a gold nugget there. Again, quick hands, able to disrupt the dribble, nearly forcing another turnover.
Yeah, didn't like the call, but wasn't able to tiptoe his way along the sideline there. Guillaume off the screen and rolls. Pass stolen by Santo. Santo goes at Guillaume to the basket, lays it up. No good. Rebound for Cooper.
A lot of misses, Ben, in close.
That's what I was just going to say.
Whether it's been in the low post, in the paint, or on the fast break, a lot of in and outs on these layup attempts.
And a bunch of those coming from Santo and Mabry. Just a combined 5 first half points for the dynamic duo from Sunday. 5-point lead still for the Ravens, 45 on the clock. Cooper drives at Santo and draws the foul. Second on Santo, 18th foul of the first half as Cooper goes back to the line. 6 first half free throw attempts for Ellis Cooper as some of St. Anselm's key players in foul trouble here in this first half. 2 for Santo, 2 for Mabry. And the Hawks searching for answers still on the offensive end. Just 2 points since about the 4-minute mark.
Hey, one stop and rebound.
Cooper at the line. Sinks them both. 8 points for Cooper. 41-34, the Franklin Pierce lead. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Trip to the Northeast 10 championship at stake. McCahey leaves it off for Mabry. Back from Mayos. Moves to Morse left side. Morse pulls it back. Now right side it comes to Malios. Watched by Guillaume. Malios pulls it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Down to 7. Santo out to set the screen. Malios to the right side. Pulls it back. Mabry straightaway 3. Got it. Big bucket for Mabry right as the shot clock expired. His first field goal make of the first half. Guillaume to end the half. No good. From straight away. Oh, a terrific first half for Franklin Pierce. They lead it 44-37. St. Anselm really struggling over the final 4 minutes, and Nick Anastos getting set to talk to the Ravens head coach David Chadbourne. And we will send it courtside right now to Nick and Coach Chadbourne.
Coach, you got to be pleased where you are going into the locker room of the lead.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think, obviously we could do some things a lot better, but I'm very pleased.
What was the key to a 10-0 run there that gave your team the lead late in the first half?
I think that we settled down defensively a little bit. We weren't finding their shooters. They were getting in the paint and getting threes. I think we took away the paint a little bit better.
Finally, Coach, keys to the second half.
Same. We got to make sure we get back in transition, make them play 5-on-5, and then we got to be a little bit better with the ball.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. And we will take a quick timeout here. And then we'll be back in just a little bit and enjoy some highlights from the Northeast 10 hockey. And I'll have some first half stats for you when we come back. This is Northeast 10 men's semifinal basketball from St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. A PAC Network production here on Northeast10.tv.
Person's character comes out the most when you're on the field.
You have to carry yourself in the right way.
Honest, loyal, dedicated, motivated.
Waking up at 7 a.m. for practice in the morning.
Go out every game and keep trying.
Your ability to reach within yourself.
I think it's just an amazing feeling.
Just good to know that you're helping them.
They constantly had a smile on their face.
It's even better to give back through something that you love.
Well, 20 minutes down, 20 more to go here in the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal between St. Anselm and Franklin Pierce. Coming up next, highlights of the Northeast 10 men's hockey championship, where St. Anselm captured its 4th straight Northeast 10 title, taking down the Ravens of Franklin Pierce. Trimmed in scarlet with the scarlet on the shoulder, and they control off the opening faceoff. Greg Merrill with it over to Evan Gagonis, the 2 starters on defense for St. Anselm. The forward lines, Liam McKillop, Mike Richard, and Tim King. Lopes didn't get enough on the pass to get it out of the zone. Richard takes control back at the blue line. A drop pass looking for King. Tried to feed it to the middle. Sweeney comes in and takes it away. Richard pokes it away from him. King, a drop pass for Richard. Walking in. A shot to score! Oh, what a beautiful back pass by Tim King to Mike Richard. The 2 seniors hook up, and Richard puts the Hawks on top 1-0. Jenkins tries to keep the cycle going. Teddy Walsh with it now for Franklin Pierce. Moves it over for Kyle Craig. Tried to get it back to Walsh, ended up going into blank space. Tabano carries back across for St. A's. A shot by Tabano and a score! Oh, I think that one took a deflection off the stick of Matt Lopes, and O'Brien had no chance on the knuckle puck. High slip as it's taken away from him by Patty Murphy. Now Batiste down the left wing board, steps around Gagonis, kicks to the stick, a shot and a score! Matt Batiste answers back for Franklin Pierce, the best scoring chance the Ravens have had. They're able to cash in, and it's a 2-1 game. Moves it down the board. Savage, 6 seconds, finds Crovo, a wrist shot blocked, and that will do it for the first period. A nice sliding block out high by Batiste. He's got the only goal for the Ravens. And Franklin Pierce, after 1 period, trails it 2-1 to Lopes. Working the near side for Franklin Pierce. Gagonis goes down to a knee to keep it in the zone for St. A's. Craig absorbs the check from Heislip, who sends it out to the middle of the blue line. Merrill with a lot of room, a drive, and a score! Greg Merrill snipes one in from the high slot, assisted by Heislip. And early in the second period, the Hawks take a 2-goal lead once again.
I think, like we were talking about before, St. Anselm definitely not going to want to let this one slip away.
Shot by Pascal, rebound loose and a score! Brian Luther jams it home. The senior from Scituate, Rhode Island, makes it a 4-1 lead for the Hawks. As Richard holds near his blue line, absorbs some contact from Murphy. The Ravens fire at the length of the ice, and that will do it for the second period.
Something's got to give. They've got to do something.
Hawks keeping the door open here for the Ravens. 30 seconds of 5-on-3 time. As Franklin Pierce looks to get set up. Merrill and Yagonis working on the back end here. Centering pass, and Carr scores. Michael Carr puts it away for Franklin Pierce. A power play goal. They do get the 5-on-3 goal. It is the 11th of the year for Michael Carr, assisted by Anthony Chigasola. And the Ravens have cut the deficit to 2. Sullivan plays it away to Zabka. Ducks between the legs of McCarron, going in front. A shot and a score from Sullivan. Oh, what a great move by Zabka to set that one up. And the Hawks add the insurance goal. It's now a 5-2 game with 5:16 to play. A number of Franklin Pierce seniors ending their fine careers with this team. They have really set up this program for success going forward, and definitely would not be surprised to see the Ravens back here again soon. But the Hawks pour out onto the ice, and for yet another season, St. Anselm claims the Northeast 10 tournament title. 4 in a row for the Hawks. And for the departing seniors on the St. Anselm side, all they know is championships. And now the Hawks captains, Greg Crovo, Tim King, and Tucker Mullen, out to accept the championship award. For King and Mullen, it is their 4th Northeast 10 Tournament Championship Award, as well as Ben, a member of Team Impact, who has been part of the Hawks hockey team all year long. He's been on the bench for every game and has become an integral part of this team. Hawks win it 5-2 over Franklin Pierce, and we'll send it down now to the ice level as Brett Bosley is with St. Anselm head coach Ed Sene.
Thank you very much. We're here with head coach Ed Sene. Coach, 4 years in a row, you're Northeast 10 champions. Just if you can put into words for us what this means for your program.
Well, I'm really proud of the senior class. This is their most wins they've had since they've been here. We had a chance to win 20 this year. Threw away a couple of games that I'm sure they're disappointed in, but we battled all year, and the NE-10 is getting tougher because everybody's getting better. Everybody wants to knock us off, and we got to show up and play. And I thought we dominated the game pretty much start to finish. We got a little penalty trouble in the third period, but we battled through it.
Yeah, you had a Franklin Pierce club come in playing in their first Northeast 10 championship. What did you expect from them, and did you see their game? What did you see from their game maybe that you didn't expect?
Well, their goaltender's been their best player lately, and so we were talking about we got to get to them early, and if we get a lead on them and just keep pressuring them, I think we outshot them quite a bit. And we try to keep the puck in their end, make them play defense, because once they got the puck, they were pretty much gassed. And I thought if we could get a lead on them, kind of, if they hang around, they can be tough. Once we got that 3-goal lead, I thought it was pretty much over.
And from start to finish, did your boys play the game you expected them to play?
Everything except the penalties. We haven't been, taking a lot of penalties lately, and I don't know if it's the referees are roughing the score, but we use it to. It got momentum for us. So we had good power plays tonight. Finally, we didn't score, but we had possession, and once you win the game, I'm happy for the seniors.
And now you're going to have a new cycle of freshmen coming in next year to replace these seniors. You've got number 4 under the belt. Is there going to be number 5?
Well, that's the goal. And also the goal is, the ECAC East this year we finished 4th, which was, we would have had home ice, we could play in the tournament. And that's the most disappointing thing, is we can't play in that tournament. And right now the final is Babson against Norwich, and we beat Babson twice, and we were beating Norwich, and that's a tough. It is what it is, and we just keep going.
All right. Congratulations on the win, Coach. And
thanks for having me.
No problem. Back to you guys.
A person's character comes out the most when you're on the field.
You have to carry yourself in the right way.
Honest, loyal, dedicated, motivated.
Waking up at 7 a.m. for practice in the morning.
Go out every game and keep trying.
Your ability to reach within yourself.
I think it's just an amazing feeling.
Just good to know that you're helping them.
They constantly had a smile on their face.
It's even better to give back through something that you love.
Welcome back to Stoutenburg Gymnasium at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. PAC Network's production of the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinals here at Northeast10.tv. My name is Ben Alter, alongside Nick and Astos, as Franklin Pierce with a 41-37 lead over the Hawks of St. Anselm at the half, Nick. And Franklin Pierce doing a good job getting some helpful shooting outside from Ryan Vilmont.
3 for 5 from downtown, 3 of 7 overall, 11 points, the only player in double figures so far. And he's made the Hawks pay. Hesitation on the outside defensively sometimes can lead to a lot of bad things, and he has been red hot. And how about off the bench as well with Ant Lessane? 3 for his first 3 attempts from downtown, 9 points to help pace the Ravens so far. They closed the half strong, and that key 3-point shooting from those two guys was really the primary factor.
Well, and then on the other side, St. Anselm getting some good outside shooting as well from a senior transfer, James Morse.
3 for 4, played with focus, played with energy, and was able to pick up a little bit of the slack when St. A's leading scorer, Roy Mabry, had to go to the bench with foul trouble about midway through that first half. So the senior providing some leadership, and that's his sweet spot. It has been all season long. The corner jump shot, he's making Franklin Pierce pay on the weak side with his outside shooting.
There you see some of the numbers from the first half. The big one, obviously, the rebounding heavily in favor of Franklin Pierce through the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, not a lot of second chance opportunities either way. Both teams have been able to close out on the defensive end, but Pierce really exploiting that size advantage that they have along the front lines. Chris Santo, he's gotten some good looks inside, but only 2 for 5 at the half for St. A's. He's averaging, of course, double figures off the bench. And then the bottom line, Roy Mabry, just 1 of 5 in that first half. He needs to be more aggressive on the offensive end in the second half.
That's a big night of basketball here in Manchester, not only because the Hawks and the Ravens, 2 New Hampshire schools, squaring off in the Northeast 10 semifinals, but the third New Hampshire school in the Northeast 10 also in the NE-10 semis. The Penn men, 6th seed, taking on St. Rose across town. And there you see the score. The Penn men leading by 5 at halftime. They led by as many as 15 in that first half. So a terrific early start for the Penn men, and they look to keep it going in the second half and advance to the Northeast 10 championship game. Just about ready to start the second half. Let's go over to Nick, who is with St. Anselm head coach Keith Dixon.
Coach, what needs to change in the second half?
Well, I think we let Lessane and Vilmont just go crazy. We did a very poor job. I think we missed a lot of easy shots around the rim. I think we let it affect us on defense and just allowed them to get some looks that they put in the bucket. So I think we got to do a little bit better job there, and we got to do a better job finishing around the rim and trying to find our way to the foul line.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Dixon.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. We will take one more quick timeout and come back with the start of the second half. This is a PAC Network production coverage of the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinal here at Northeast10.tv.
A person's character comes out the most when you're on the field.
You have to carry yourself in the right way.
Honest, loyal, dedicated, motivated.
Waking up at 7 a.m. for practice in the morning.
Go out every game and keep trying.
Your ability to reach within yourself
I think it's just an amazing feeling.
Just good to know that you're helping them.
They constantly had a smile on their face.
It's even better to give back through something that you love.
Welcome back. Courtside here at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. PAC Networks and Northeast10.tv's coverage of the Northeast 10 men's basketball semifinals. Top-ranked St. Anselm trailing fourth-seeded Franklin Pierce 41-37 as we get set to start the second half. Ben Alter and Nick Anastos here with you. And Nick, a troubling first half for St. Anselm, especially from a rebounding perspective. You touched on it earlier, but they did what they wanted in terms of forcing turnovers, but just not able to do enough with it.
Yeah, 9 giveaways by the Ravens. Points off turnovers for St. A's, just 6. Hawks did a good job of taking care of the ball in that first half, and they got the looks they wanted. Few of them didn't fall, but they keep moving the ball and protecting it. They'll capitalize on some of those misses.
St. Anselm with the ball to start the second half. Same starters for both teams. Malios to the corner. McKay step back jumper. Rattles off the front iron. Rebound Perdicaris. Looking for a foul call there on some contact, but another strong defensive rebound. Perdicaris lobs inside. Cooper catches, pulls back, fires it across the baseline through the hands of Curtis Christian out of bounds. Quiet first half for Christian. He scored 2 points, but left early with 2 first half fouls. Junior from Harlem, New York. Roy Mabry with it, also 2 first half fouls for St. A's. Didn't make his first field goal until the final minute of the first half, a 3-pointer.
Yeah, didn't shoot well, just 1 of 5, and only 1 for 4 at the line. The only Hawk to get to the free throw stripe in the first half.
Borelli fadeaway hook shot, rolls around and out. The lid continues to stay on the basket for St. Anselm, just 5 points over the last 5-6 minutes of action here. It's a kind of a rarity from a team that's averaged over 80 points the entire season. Cooper turnaround hook shot too strong. McKay a rebound, poked out of bounds. Last touch by Cooper. And it will go back over to St. A's. So the second half, Nick, starts very much off like the first, where it took almost a minute, 2 minutes for either team to score a bucket.
Yeah, both teams just cold, straight cold on the offensive end.
Mabry with a dribble here. Pulls it to Morse right side. Back to Mabry. Left-hand dribble gives away to McKay. Looking for cutters. Passes back outside Mabry. To Malios. Looking for Borelli inside. Malios a pass fake. Drives baseline. Feeds it to McKay in the corner. Spins into the lane. Throws up a floater. No good. Borelli secures the board. Goes up strong. Too strong. Perdicaris with a miss. Lobs up ahead to Cooper. Ravens have numbers. Cooper to the basket. Lays it in with the right hand.
Well, Pierce got a bunch of transition buckets in that first half. They look to run this time off the miss, and Cooper athletic enough for the acrobatic finish.
6-0 in favor of fast break points for the Ravens. Christian with a reach-in foul over the back of McKay. That will be number 3 on Christian, who's had a frustrating night.
Hey, you can't gamble. I mean, it's that simple. He tried to come over the top at the last second, took the gamble, paid the price, and has to sit once again as a result.
Mabry turnaround jumper off the inbound is good. It's a 2-pointer. Second bucket for Mabry. 43-39 the score. Ravens on top, just under 2 minutes, just more than 2 minutes into the second half.
Let's see if that shot there by Mabry is enough to turn the faucet on. Sometimes that's all it takes is one make for a player of his caliber to get hot.
Guillaume drops it down to Cooper. Looking to find Perdicaris inside. Cooper the drive, the spin, the hang, shot off. Borelli the rebound, floats it up ahead. Morse quickly to Mabry. Drives at Guillaume in the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound tipped out, falls to Mabry. Back to the baseline. Malios open on the wing, drives inside, flips it up and in with the right hand. Nice reverse that time from Dino, who has 7 now.
Yeah, saw a little bit of room on the left side of the lane and decided, hey, I'll dip the shoulder and come around the body with the basketball to finish at the rim. Tough shot.
And a reach-in foul called here against Malios. That will be his second. First team foul of the half against St. A's. Hawks back within a bucket now after the Malios layup. 5 first half assists for Dino. Needs 3 more to become the first Hawk with 200 assists in a season since Pat Delaney in 01-02. Perdicaris kicks it out to Guillaume. Guillaume driving to the left elbow. Pass. Miscommunication there with Cooper. McKehee the steal, the drive, the shot blocked by Guillaume. Terrific elevation there. McKehee trailing the play. Ravens with numbers, 5-on-4. Guillaume to the corner. Vilmont open, 3, short, and a rebound for McKehee. Hawks lucky there that Franklin Pierce unable to convert.
Yeah, a heck of a block showing you Guillaume's athleticism. Got up over the rim for that takeaway and then makes the extra pass on the other end.
Morse off in the corner 3. Rebound tipped around. Cooper trying to chase it down. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with St. A's. David Chadbourne trying to get Guillaume's attention. He'll do it by getting Scotty Tavares-Taylor into the game. Guillaume will check out. Tavares-Taylor, a transfer, as you get another look at that block by Guillaume and the elevation from the senior.
Well, he can get up. Shame he's only 6'3". Imagine if he was 6'8".
Now, then he might not necessarily be playing at Franklin Pierce. A terrific find, certainly, for the Ravens.
Oh, he is an outstanding basketball player and has been the face of the conference the last 2 years. And that's just a glimpse of what he can do athletically.
Mabry down the right side, floats it to the corner from Malios. Driving into the lane, looking for a kick out. Finds Morse straight away. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Mabry, a jab step. Little step back for 3. It's good. Mabry with 9 now, starting to get the shot going here in the second half. And the Hawks take the lead once again, 44-43.
Getting the crowd involved as well. A little thumping of the chest at midcourt. I told you that 3 a moment ago may have been what he needed to get hot.
Perdicaris a drive and kick out to the point, gets it back, fakes the shot, drives in with a left hand, little lefty hook shot, no good. Borelli with a defensive board. Quick kick out to Morse, 2-on-2. Morse into the lane, runs over Tavares-Taylor, no good. Offensive foul.
Nice defensive play there. That's a tough job, a tough task to get back, get the spacing and timing correct, and then draw the foul. Nice job there by the junior. For Morris, no choice. You got to go up with the basketball, but just an outstanding defensive play to draw the charge.
Yeah, Morris looked like he wanted to step around him, but it wasn't there. There's Mabry with the step back 3 on the last possession for St. A's. Lessane back in the ballgame now for Franklin Pierce, replacing Perdicaris. Santo and Nielsen back in as well for St. A's. There's Blackwood left side. Goes into the low block for Cooper, working on Santo. Goes into the middle of the lane, ball stripped loose by Malios, saved in by Tavares-Taylor, but it goes out of bounds on the sideline, and it will go back over to the Hawks.
Well, how many times have we seen it? Not only tonight, but all season long. Those hands from Dino Malios, quick, able to get in there and get a piece of the basketball, and yet another turnover.
Nielsen to McKehee, left corner, drives at Cooper, flips it back out. Nielsen a catch to the right elbow, feeds Mabry, steps back with the left hand. Vilmont right in his face. Santo with a dribble. Picks it up, looking for help, finds Malios on a cut to the middle, lays it up, off with the right hand, but he'll get fouled and go to the line for 2.
Terrific movement away from the ball. Malios able to split a double team at the top and drop down the lane undetected. And again, the pass out of traffic and into the hands of a playmaker, always a good idea. And then Dino with the presence of mind to attack the rim. He's comfortable down deep, even amongst the bigs near the rim. And he's only the second player, Ben, to get to the line tonight for St. A's. Only Roy Mabry in that first half saw any free throw action. So the Hawks will look to turn the stripe in this second half into a weapon.
St. Anselm just 2 for 6 from the free throw line. That was one of the ways the Ravens were able to beat Southern Connecticut State in the quarterfinals. Got the better of them at the free throw line, 34-13 in terms of free throw shooting attempts. So doing the same here in the semis.
Yeah, they had the advantage in the first half, 6 of 11 at the line.
Cooper, a big part of that, had 6 trips to the line in the first half. Taylor, a 3, it's good. The Riverhawk transfer from Roxbury, Mass. knocks down a triple and puts Franklin Pierce back on top, 46-45. 14 minutes to play in regulation.
Well, that Raven bench has made their share of contributions so far.
Malios, jumper from the free throw line, rattles out. Cooper, another rebound. Double-double now for Cooper. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Taylor on the drive, underneath, kick out Vilmont straight away. Three-pointer from Blackwood, no good. Rebound, McKahey bobbled it, but is able to secure it by Lessane. Mabry jogs across midcourt with the ball. A little crossover dribble and a reach-in foul called against Blackwood. That'll be the first on the junior. Just the third team foul, and it's kind of a different approach you see from the two coaches. Franklin Pierce a little more constant with the substitutions. They run the bench a little bit deeper.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Keith Dixon has his 8-man rotation set and doesn't like to deviate.
And he has had it, set all season long. He's had the same starting lineup, same guys getting minutes off the pine. Each coach able to adjust based on their roster's strengths and weaknesses.
Mabry hangs and hits a tough floater there, puts the Hawks back on top by a point. Terrific back and forth action here as we stay on the odd number.
We've seen a different Roy Mabry for St. A's in this second half. Only took 5 shots before the break, but already with 4 or 5 makes in the second half.
Foul on Santo from behind. That is his third. Third team foul against St. Anselm. Santo claiming he got all ball, but a lot of contact there as well. And it's been a frustrating evening for the sophomore from Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Yeah, had a couple of buckets rim out on him in that first half. Only finished with 4 points.
Inside, Lessane knocks down Mabry. Offensive foul. 4 team fouls on the Ravens now in the second half. That is number 1 on Lessane. As Mabry drawing the charge there. "13 minutes to go, second half. St. Anselm 47, Franklin Pierce 46. Battle for the right to go to the Northeast 10 championship game. Whoever wins this game will host. As Nielsen turns it over. Christian on the break to the rim. Santo commits the foul. Not willing to give up the basket. Commits his 4th foul in the process, though.
Well, that's a gamble there. I don't know if he tried to block the shot or if he was just trying to prevent the basket and willing to sacrifice that 4th foul. Ball just betrays Nielsen there, and then it's off to the races again for the Ravens. Yeah, it looked like he was going for the basketball and a little too aggressive. And that's a big blow for St. A's, no question, as he's going to have to go back to the bench. That means Dom Borelli back in. Seen Borelli get some good looks, Ben, from the low block so far in this basketball game, but he has not been able to capitalize. That has to change here for St. A's. They got to get something inside.
Well, Santo motioned over the bench. He wanted to stay in the game, but Keith Dixon wasn't going to take that chance with more than half of the second to go. Second free throw off from Christian, rebounded by the Hawks, and Malios will bring it back up court. All tied up, 47 apiece, with 12:35 to go. Nielsen, the catch, left wing, pulls up for a 3 and knocks it down. Second bucket for Nielsen. That's his specialty, the 3-point shot. And the Hawks take a 3-point lead, 50-47. Guillaume tries to answer with a free throw line jumper short. Rebound tipped around. Nielsen's got it. Too many cooks in the kitchen there for the Ravens.
Yeah, everyone jumped at the same time, and the tip went right to the Hawks.
McKahey right side, goes back to Malios. Mabry swings to Nielsen in the corner. Guillaume, the quick close. Mabry straight away, throws a jab step at Tavares Taylor. Now drives right side. Tries to find Borelli underneath. Loose ball on the floor, out of bounds. And they're going to give it back to Franklin Pierce. Nice touch by Borelli. Vilmont returns. Tavares Taylor will check out. Some productive minutes for the junior point guard.
Yeah, had a heck of a play on the defensive end. Came back and knocked down a triple from the top. Quality minutes off the bench for Coach Chadburn.
Guillaume, the drive to the basket, lays it up and in for 2. Borelli had to shade off the challenge a little bit, not wanting to commit his 3rd foul. 50-49, the St. Anselm lead with 11:35 to go in the second. Malios turns the corner, feeds to Borelli, goes up with the right hand, missed it off the back iron. Boy, Borelli cannot buy one right now.
Yeah, another good look, missed by St. A's.
Christian fakes the 3, drives left side, floats it, tipped by Borelli, taken back by Christian. He'll go up and lay it in for 2. Right idea by Borelli, but more bad luck for the junior.
Yeah, well, Pierce starting to get a sizable advantage on the backboard. Doubled up the Hawks in the first half. on the glass, and they get a second chance opportunity based on pure hustle here by Curtis Christian. He's had trouble staying on the floor, but makes the most of a rare opportunity there by sticking with it. And at the other end, we see good defense by Borelli, but again, Christian and his ability to stay with it ultimately capitalizes. What a game we've had here. 1 point game, and it's been just as good as we thought. You mentioned earlier, whoever wins this game will host the championship on Saturday. That's because I truly believe these are the 2 best teams left in the tournament, and they really have been all season. You look at the Northeast 10 and where it stands nationally, these 2 teams both garnering national votes in and out of the top 25 poll all season long. We're spoiled here in the semifinal, is my opinion.
Absolutely, and you can check out that Northeast men's title game coming up on Saturday at 1 p.m. Watch the exciting conclusion of the 2013 Northeast 10 men's basketball tournament Saturday, as tonight's semifinal winners will square off in the conference crown at 1 p.m. right here at northeast10.tv. A timeout taken by St. Anselm. Keith Dixon trying to get his group to settle down. James Morse will come back into the ball game off the timeout. It looks like St. Anselm is going to go to their 4-guard lineup here. They'll have Malios, Nielsen, Morse, and Mabry on the floor. McKahee the lone big. So this is going to make what is already a smallish St. Anselm team even smaller now.
Well, we saw it at times against UMass Lowell. That 4-guard look, really spread the floor, see if they can use their speed.
Malios picks up the dribble, goes to Nielsen left side, gets it right back. Finds Nielsen, corner, 3. That one's good. Nielsen's starting to catch fire. He's got 8 points, 6 of them in the second half. And the Hawks go back up by 2, 53-51.
Well, forget the 4-guard lineup. How about a 5-shooter lineup that can really stretch the floor?
Travel called on Lessane driving to the basket. He's not happy about it. And yet another turnover by Franklin Pierce. That was one of the points you highlighted right at the beginning of the telecast.
I said whoever committed the lowest amount of turnovers would be in a position at the end of the game to close it out. That yet to be seen here. It's still only a 1-possession margin, but it sure doesn't help the Ravens that they keep giving the basketball back to the most explosive team in the conference.
Mabry feeds Morse, cutting to the basket, kicks it out to Nielsen for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Cooper. That would have blown the roof off the gymnasium here. Guillaume feeds it out to Vilmont. Inside they go to Cooper. Size mismatch against Morse. Backing him down. Kick out pass tipped and stolen by Mabry. 2-on-1 with McKahee. The pass, the bucket, blocked by Cooper. And Keith Dixon up in arms looking for a foul, no call. Christian to Vilmont. Steps to the side, looks for a 3. No good. Rebound out to Morse. He wants to run. Finds Nielsen on the wing. A behind-the-back dribble. Back to Mabry as the Hawks look to settle things down here.
Wow. Each team comfortable with the trigger shots in transition, but little on the basketball right now.
Morse catches on the right wing. Looking for cutters. Mabry wants the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. Looking to drive on Vilmont. Finds Morse. Going at Guillaume in the block. Into the lane. Goes up strong and is fouled. Tried to fade away and go back to the right hand. He draws the foul on Guillaume. That is just his first. And the 15th foul against the Ravens.
A little bit of a power game there for James Morse. Made his living on the outside in the first half, but that time goes to attack. Yeah, look at the athleticism again. And then 2 feet plants, comes over, times it right. They've got some athletes on this team between Guillaume and Cooper, no question about it. And then again for St. A's, unselfish basketball, 2 passes, and ultimately a shot at the rim.
Cooper will check out here, replaced by Perdicaris. Morse missed the front end. Hawks now just 2 for 7 from the free throw line. And they make it 2 for 8 as Morse misses both. Rare for a team that's been over 70% from the charity stripe on the season.
Yeah, that cannot sit well with the coaching staff.
Guillaume with a dribble. Tough jumper over McKahee, no good. Rebound falls to Nielsen. Just about 9 minutes to go here. Second half. Mabry in the corner. Drives to the baseline. Little 10-footer. Rattles home. 13 points for Mabry. 9 in the second half so far. As the Hawks lead it by 4. 55-51.
Again, Mabry with space. Looking to attack. One-on-one matchup. Defender a little late. Roy with a little 6-footer.
Perdicaris can't get the banker to go. Rebound and a foul called. This is going to be on Perdicaris over the back of McKahee. That is his third. 16 foul, no more left to give for Franklin Pierce.
And this small unit competing on the defensive glass right now, Ben. No second chance opportunities, no putbacks. Everybody crashing well, protecting the paint, and aggressively going after the basketball when it's in the air.
And offensively, a lot of those shots that weren't falling in the first half starting to rattle home for the Hawks.
Yep.
Malios to McKahee, quick trigger three from the left side, no good. Offensive rebound, Nielsen. Couple dribbles, he pulls it back out to Morse. Back to Nielsen in the corner. Now Malios resets straight away. Couple between the legs dribbles, he'll hand off for McKahee. Working against Perdicaris at the top. Goes to Mabry, left wing. Pulls it through for the three. Short. Rebound falls to Guillaume. Wants to push. Guillaume runs over Mabry, and a blocking foul is called. Count the basket for Guillaume.
Well, Roy sold one of those earlier. Able to draw the charge. This time arrives just a little late. And you knew as soon as Guillaume caught the basketball, he was going to the bucket. Good effort there, just the timing slightly off. And instead of picking up the charge, Guillaume has a chance for a three-point play.
Fairly quiet night so far for Guillaume. Just 5 points in that first half, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 of 8 shooting.
Didn't start off particularly hot, missed his first 3, all from the outside of the three-point arc, and never quite got into a rhythm in that first half. But he's dangerous, he's explosive, he can certainly score points in bunches if left unchecked.
And he brings Franklin Pierce back to a one-possession game, 55-52, the St. Anselm lead, with just over 8 minutes left to play. Timeout called here by the Ravens. Remember, fans, be sure to get your official 2013 Northeast 10 men's basketball gear by logging on to the conference's official web store at northeast10store.com.
We see Coach Dixon drawing up the plans here. He's got to feel comfortable where his team is right now, because the direction they were going heading into the locker room down 7 with about 30 seconds to go certainly alarmed, I think, some of these St. A's fans. But the last possession before halftime, Roy Mabry knocks down a 3 late in the shot clock, and that momentum they took with them, despite being down at half, has carried over into the second half, and they've played much better. They've been more aggressive with the ball. There you see Mabry not given a lot of room, but pulls the trigger, looking to shoot, looking to score, and Mabry has been the difference. Only 4 points in that first half. He's got 13 and counting. Still a lot of time left with 8:09 to go.
Mabry the leading scorer right now for the Hawks in the other Northeast 10 semifinal. Southern New Hampshire hanging on to a 5-point lead over St. Rose, 52-47, with about 13 minutes left in the second half of that game. Penn men trying to get to the Northeast 10 championship game, and the winner of that, arguably their only way into the NCAA tournament, is to win the NE-10 title. Morse working underneath, kicks it back to Malios. Jumper inside the three-point arc, no good. Rebound tipped out. Cooper tips it around Mabry. Goes to attack Nielsen, lost the handle briefly and pulls up with it in the corner. Cooper goes back to the baseline, kicks it out. Guillaume steps into a 3. Got it! Tie ball game. 57-55 Ravens. That was 55-52. They had to make a correction in scoring coming out of the break.
Yeah, you're right. They pulled a fast one on us.
So the Ravens take the lead back on the Guillaume 3. Now McKahee with the dribble to Mabry. Malios holding on the right side to McKahee, and an offensive foul called. This is Mabry. That's going to be his 4th. So for St. Anselm, 2 of their 3 leading scorers with 4 fouls at the 7:15 mark of the second half.
That is a huge call. Huge bucket a moment ago by Guillaume to give them the lead, and then the Hawks' top scorer hanging by a thread here on the floor with 4 fouls. That's a big turn of events in this game.
Guillaume goes inside. Cooper working on Morse. Little bunny hook, good for 2. Cooper going right back to work using his size inside, and the Ravens go up 4. Malios trying to use the McKahee screen. Finds Morse in the corner. Drives underneath. Kick to McKahee. Bounce pass for Mabry. Working on the wing, drives to the baseline, floats it up and in for two. Mabry continuing to work, knowing that his time might be short. 59-57, Franklin Pierce on top by a bucket.
Yeah, no weak side help that time for Pierce. Blackwood couldn't stay with Mabry. But that's the mentality we've seen in the second half from Roy. Look to take advantage with space of one-on-one opportunities.
Guillaume uses the Perdicaris screen. Now matched up against McKee. Wants to get it inside. Cross-court pass caught by Vilmont. Now Cooper. They keep trying to find Perdicaris matched up with Malios inside. Guillaume, the dribble, step back, long three. Back rimmed it. Rebound for Mabry. Lost it, but into the hands of Morse.
Well, crunch time now, Ben. Tie game. Who's going to show some grit here down the stretch? Who can execute better with 6 minutes to go?
Malios goes to Nielsen inside. They'll wave off the basket. Foul will be on Franklin Pierce on Guillaume. That is his second. 17 foul, and Nielsen to the line now for 1-1.
Chris Santo getting set to check in. Of course, he came out earlier in the second half after picking up his fourth foul. Hawks deciding to get bigger on the floor. They've gone with this four-guard set most of the second half.
First free throw rattles off for Nielsen. Hawks now 2 for 9 from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's turning out to be the story here.
Christian back in the ballgame, moves to Guillaume straight away. Off the Perdicaris screen, drives to the left side. Puts it up and in with a right hand. Pretty finish there by Guillaume.
Wow. Yeah, he's looking to take over here. The ball's got to go through me, he says, as he goes and gets another teardrop.
Malios with the dribble, uses the McKee screen, gives it back to the freshman, drives at Perdicaris, goes up, layup no good, but a foul called. And McKee to the line for two.
Well, we'll see how the Hawks respond, playing with a little bit of fear, perhaps for the first time this season. They've had late leads in games. Things have gone their way. They've faced adversity at times before, trailing on the road and such, but everything's on the line here, and they haven't played behind late in games a whole lot this year. So this is a big test here with 5:21 to go.
McKee's free throw make his first point since the first half. And he calmly sinks both free throws. 11 points for the freshman. Santo back in the ballgame for Nielsen, so the Hawks go back to their typical 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. Trying to figure out a way to deal with Cooper inside. Guillaume's been the dangerous man, though, for the Ravens. Attacking, kicks it out to Christian. He'll drive on the left side. Fadeaway jumper, short. Rebound, falls to Mabry. Waits for everyone to clear out before giving it back to Malios.
I have to say, he's a terrific rebounder from the guard position. He's had the last 2 defensive boards for St. A's.
Mabry picks up his dribble looking for help. Morse comes to bail him out. Just under 5 minutes to go. Hawks trailing by 2. McKee inside. Santo the catch. The layup is good and the foul. Terrific finish by Santo and a great lead pass there by McKee.
Santo quiet. That's his first bucket of the second half. Brings his total to 6, but he had the position on the near side block and just commanded the basketball. Despite the double team, leans into it, takes the bump on the elbow, and now a chance for one more.
Santo sinks the free throw to give the Hawks the lead. Blackwood returns for Franklin Pierce, replacing Christian. Hawks on top, 62-61 with 4:40 to play.
And this is the 5 St. A's will close out the game with, unless somebody fouls out. It's always been the go-to lineup with McKay and Santo at the forwards, 3-guard set of Mabry, Morse, and of course at the point Malio. So this is the defensive they're going to have to get it done down the stretch on the defensive end.
Cooper, the bucket, no good. Rebound tipped around. Santos got it. Dribbles himself out of traffic, then pulls up into a double team. Finds Morse running down the middle. Mabry left side. Back to Dino. Santo wide open underneath, and he lays it in with a left hand. What a find by Malios. 30-second timeout taken by the Ravens. Well, when it gets late, it gets to be Chris Santo time. We've seen him take over for the Hawks in the past, and he's doing so again when they need it the most.
He is their spark plug. He's done it off the bench all season long. He's done it in crunch time. Hadn't been able to get going up until a moment ago, and now back-to-back buckets Momentum back on the side of the home team. He was screaming for the basketball, wide open under the rim. And Dino splits the defense down the middle with the pass. Santo, despite the double team, he's been able to score and then left wide open to capitalize on back-to-back buckets.
And that assist by Malios is his 8th of the night, so he becomes the first St. Anselm Hawk player to record 200 assists in a season since Pat Delaney did it in the 2001-2002 season.
The juniors' legend continues to grow. It has been a fantastic season for Dino Malios.
A real coming out season for Malios, named to the 3rd team All Northeast 10 this year, 6 times named to the honor roll, led the nation in assists, just over 7 per game, and he led the conference in assists by more than an assist and a half per game over Ryan Rosnacki of Assumption. 4 minutes to go as Cooper with an easy layup inside, stepping right around Santo there.
Yeah, Santo cannot commit 100% because of the 4 fouls.
64-63 now the St. A's lead. Malios in control of the offense, goes to Santo right side. Driving right at Lessane and a foul called. Reaching against Lessane will be his 2nd. Double bonus now for the Hawks. That is the 10th team foul on the Ravens, and it'll be 2 free throws for every non-offensive foul against Franklin Pierce here the rest of the way.
Coach Chadbourne irate that type of a foul on the perimeter would be called at this juncture of the basketball game. As you mentioned, situationally, it's a huge foul. 2 shots automatic for Chris Santo, so that last whistle did not sit well on this side for Coach Chadbourne and the Pierce staff.
Well, despite foul trouble, despite some missed opportunities in the first half, Santo somehow makes his way into double figures, misses the 2nd free throw. He's got 10 for the night. Hawks lead it by 2 with 3:35 to play. Guillaume with the basketball. He's been the hot man here in the second half for Franklin Pierce. Cooper's been consistent the whole way, working on McCahey now. Spin move turned away, goes back to the middle, floats it up and in again with the right hand. Cooper just very workmanlike down on the block.
Well, they're looking for him as well. He's the top option right now, despite the 2-time player of the year, Guillaume, on the floor with him.
All even, 65-65, 3:10 to play. Malios looking for an opening. McCahey thought about the 3, passed it up. Now it's Mabry at the top of the arc. Santo calling for it inside, begging for the basketball. Malios back to Mabry in the corner, drives baseline. And the ball knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Franklin Pierce.
Yeah, spanked it right off of Roy's left knee there. Tough one to swallow for the Hawks. Possessions magnified, as we know, down the stretch, and we're inside of 3 minutes. You can't cough the ball up.
Franklin Pierce trying to take the lead back here. They go to Cooper once again, working from the left elbow against McCahey. Now goes back to the basket. Cooper to the hoop, collects, lays it up, no good, but a foul. And even when Cooper's not able to make the shots, he's able to gather and force a foul call. This will be on McCahey, just the 1st on the freshman. 17 foul. Ravens now in the bonus.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare for an undersized St. A's team. I mean, he's not just the biggest guy on the floor currently. He's the biggest guy, period. You take a look at the athletic ability and pure size. That's a tough assignment defensively for anybody. Cooper comfortable with the back to his basket. And Pierce has looked for him on the low block here time and time again late in this second half. He's been the go-to guy for Coach Chadbourne.
16 points for Cooper to lead the way for the Ravens. The Northeast 10 second teamer has his team up by 2 with 2:30 to go. Malios with the dribble straight away to McCahey in the corner. Thought about the 3, passed it up. Malios swings over to Mabry right side. Morris calling for it in the block against Blackwood. Has it. Going to work. Morris to the elbow. Finds McCahey. 3 from the wing. No good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Guillaume. Coach Chadbourne, 2 hands up, telling his team to slow down. Wants to take some time off the clock here. Cooper again goes to work against McCahey. Cooper spins to the baseline, double team, kick out pass, finds Blackwood in the corner. Lessane, a 3, no good. Rebound to Cooper. Lost it inside, gets it back though, and dribbles out of trouble. Guillaume comes to get the basketball. Second chance opportunity for the Ravens.
Huge, a chance to burn another 30 seconds off the clock.
Guillaume, a drive, a floater for 2.
Well, Hawks trying to be aggressive, putting pressure deep on the perimeter, but Guillaume with a quick first step finds nobody home after he turned the corner.
4-point ball game with just under a minute and a half to go. Malios catches right side. Hawks need to score on this possession. Malios with the dribble. Fires it inside. Mabry lost the handle. It goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Hawks. Mabry a little grimace. 13 on the shot clock for St. Anselm. Off the inbound, Morris the catch on the baseline, back to Malios, fadeaway three, no good. Rebound tipped, Santo lays it in. Quick hands that time by Santo off the tip assist from Morse.
Quick hands and better timing. Delayed the jump, knew the tip possibility was there, and calmly puts it in.
Hawks hoping for a stop on this possession. 50 seconds left to go. Guillaume holding out near midcourt, down to 15 on the shot clock. Down to 10 on the clock. Guillaume starts his drive, lost the handle. Mabry dives in, almost took it away. 5 on the clock. Guillaume's got to take a shot here. Driving left into the lane, the floater, short, rebound tipped around. McKayhe's got it. Shot clock turned off. Hawks down by 2. 20 seconds on the clock. Malios to his bench. No timeout called. Keith Dixon's going to let his team play. 15 to go. Malios using the Santos screen. Now pulls back. 10 seconds to go. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Malios off the screen. Drives left. Gives to Morris. Driving baseline. A foul is called. Bump foul called against Guillaume. And James Morse, the senior transfer, will have a chance to tie the game at the line for St. Anselm with 4.2 seconds left.
What a decision by Coach Dixon, letting his team figure it out down 2. It looked like they wanted to run that high screen and roll that they often do going into the halftime break here at the end of the game.
Morse sinks the first.
And James Morse calmly shows his poise. The senior has had a big game tonight offensively for the Hawks.
Perdicaris back in for rebounding purposes. This one to tie. No good. Rebound falls into the hands of Vilmont. A foul called. Hawks looking for a travel, but the foul came first. Foul is going to be on McKayhe. And Vilmont, the Ravens' best free throw shooter, will be at the line. Lessane checks back in for Perdicaris. Vilmont, 85% free throw shooter from the line this year. It's a 1-and-1 situation, so if he misses the first, the Hawks can rebound.
Coach is going to keep everybody off the lane for Franklin Pierce. Doesn't want to risk a foul. Got confidence in his guy at the line to knock him down.
Vilmont able to sink the first. That's his first point of the second half. He led the Ravens with 11 in the first. This one to make it a 3-point ball game. It's good. Timeout called by the Hawks. 2.6 seconds to go. And the Hawks are going to need a 3 here to force overtime.
Well, they're going to have to go the length of the floor to do it. Still a lot of time, though. 2.6, enough time for a few dribbles, maybe 2 passes if you need it. But a nice job by Pierce to extend this lead. Couple of cool free throws from Ryan Vilmont. As you mentioned, his first 2 of this second half. And a tough miss previously down at the other end by James Morris. You could tell he was taking it rough after he missed that second one to potentially tie the game.
There's the drive and the foul by Guillaume that led Morse to the line, but the second free throw would not go.
And that brings us back to the overall theme of the ball game. How many times have we seen St. A's win games at the free throw line as opposed to lose them? Just been a rough, nightmarish performance tonight at the stripe for St. A's.
Hawks now 5 for 13 from the free throw line tonight, as Cooper has been big in the second half. If you've liked the close cut action of this semifinal, don't forget to watch the exciting conclusion of the 2013 Northeast Men's Basketball Tournament on Saturday, as tonight's semifinal winners square off for the conference crown at 1 p.m. right here at Northeast10.tv.
Well, a Christian Leitner-like ending, perhaps, to send this game to overtime is what the Hawks need. They draw it up. They've got their shooters on the floor. They're going to have Nielsen inbound it and try and get it to Dino, I would assume, at least to begin with.
Mabry, McCahey, and Santo also on the floor for the Hawks. Nielsen running the baseline, guns it. Malios catches, throws it toward the baseline. Mabry to the corner. Time runs out, and that will do it. A big victory for the Ravens. They become just the second team to beat St. Anselm at home all season long. And a couple of key free throws late for Ryan Vilmont. The big guns, Guillaume and Cooper, lead the way in the second half, and Franklin Pierce advances to its first ever Northeast 10 championship game, knocking off the top-seeded Hawks 71-68 here at Stoutenburg Gymnasium tonight.
A gritty road win tonight in a back-and-forth contest. They showed poise down the stretch, and they come away with a victory.
A terrific performance by Guillaume, Cooper, all parties involved really for Franklin Pierce, and you can go back kind of to the end of the first half and that 10-0 run that put the Ravens in front. I know the Hawks were able to get a lead in that second half, but free throw struggles plaguing St. Anselm down the stretch, and none more so than that second free throw miss by Morse there. As Coach Chadmore excited, let's go over to Nick, who is with the Ravens.
Coach, first of all, congratulations. Your team showed a lot of heart down the stretch.
Yeah, no, I'm very proud of my group. Very proud of my group. To come in here and beat a very good team like that, it's a big win. It's a big win for us.
It looked like you were trying to get the basketball down low to Ellis Cooper down the stretch, and boy, did he come through.
Yeah, no, he's, you know what, and most people don't understand that he's been hurt most of the year, and he's just now starting to feel like himself, so we're feeling pretty good about that.
Did you learn anything tonight about your team?
No, you know, we've shown signs of being tough-minded on the road. We've been pretty good on the road. I thought we showed a lot of heart, a lot of character. I'm very proud of the group.
Finally, Coach, championship game on Saturday. I'm sure you'll let the guys rest,
yes,
but then it's down to business on Saturday.
Absolutely, down to business. And you know what? It's the first time we've ever played in the championship. So we're excited to be somewhere we've never been before.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, so the Ravens, on the strength of a 71-68 hard-fought victory here at St. Anselm, headed to their first ever Northeast 10 championship game. Nick and I will be back in just a minute to recap all the analysis and highlights from this one, and we'll preview the Northeast 10 championship game coming up Saturday afternoon.
A person's character comes out the most when you're on the field.
You have to carry yourself in the right way.
Honest, loyal, dedicated, motivated.
Waking up at 7 a.m. for practice in the morning.
Go out every game and keep trying.
Your ability to reach within yourself.
I think it's just an amazing feeling.
Just good to know that you're helping them.
They constantly had a smile on their face.
It's even better to give back through something that you love.
Welcome back to Stoutenburg Gymnasium at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. Ben Alter and Nick Anastos here, wrapping up the Northeast 10 men's semifinal, a 71-68 victory for the Ravens of Franklin Pierce University over St. Anselm. Nick, as the fourth-seeded Ravens headed to their first ever Northeast 10 tournament championship game, coming off of yet another terrific season. And the Ravens, well, they gutted it out down the stretch, and for St. Anselm, when they look back at this one, they're going to have to look at the free throw line and take a long, hard look at where they were unable to convert.
Yeah, just 2 for their first 10 at the stripe tonight, and this has been a team that has relied on the free throw line all season long. And it was typical tonight, not just at the line, but a lot of those points that should have been scored near the basket were left out on the floor tonight for St. A's. Chris Santo, 2 for 5, foul trouble tonight, never really made an impact, did keep them close with a couple of games late. But the story tonight is Franklin Pierce won the basketball game in the second half. Ellis Cooper, a little coming out party tonight, as Coach alluded to. He was kind of dealing with injuries on and off all season long, but when the game was on the line, they called his number, and Big 43 produced in a big way.
Yeah, 16 points for Cooper, just one behind his teammate, Eric Jean-Guillaume, who came up with some big shots down the stretch as well, and no surprise, it was the two all-conference nominees leading the way. And in the first half, when both Guillaume and Cooper were struggling a little bit, it was Ryan Vilmont who came through with 11 points and the final 2 free throws down the stretch that ended up clinching the game for the Ravens.
Yeah, some clutch plays down the stretch. Good three-point shooting in the first half, not just from Vilmont, but from Lessane as well, really gave them a spark off the bench. This was a team effort tonight, and despite the turnovers, the Hawks did win the turnover battle in the end. Franklin Pierce able to stave off the Hawks because of clutch play on both ends of the floor, and Ben, of course, they controlled the glass tonight as well.
Now, still some time left in the other semifinal game, but it looks like the Ravens will be hosting the 6th-seeded Penmen of Southern New Hampshire University coming up on Saturday at 1 o'clock, and that will do things for us. So once again, our final score, 71-68, as the 4th-seeded Ravens knock off the top-seeded Hawks of St. Anselm and advance to the Northeast 10 Tournament Championship for the first time in school history. On behalf of myself, Ben Alcher, Nick Anastos, our producer, KJ Cardinal, and our entire PAC Network crew, we thank you for watching. The proceeding has been a PAC Network production. For more information, log on to pacnetwork.com. Good night from Manchester.